Hi everybody, welcome back to the Hefty Chef. I'm John, and tonight I'd like to make you a very delicious snack. Being on diabetes, I really can't have anything sugary, and I can't have any chips or any kind of popcorn or stuff, so I need to replace it with something. And what I replace it with is pickled Korean cabbage called daikon, okay, and carrots, and some red onion. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to slice it up in a cool tool called a mandolin. If you don't know what a mandolin, it's basically a slicer that will cut very thin slices out of our vegetables. We're going to put it in an old pickle jar, and we're going to add apple cider vinegar, water, and I add some stevia. Generally for this recipe, if you'd be doing it normally and can have sugar, you'd add about a cup of sugar to it. I can't have the sugar, so I replace it with stevia to make it sweet. So why don't we get started? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my daikon, okay, and I'm going to cut the ends off. Put the mandolin over here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to cut that end on. And of course you don't want the skin, so we're going to go ahead and just like peeling a potato or peeling a carrot, we're going to peel the daikon. Okay, I have washed the carrots and I have washed the daikon before we started, so don't get freaked out that we're not doing anything sanitary.
Hold on a second. I completely
So,
understand why
on a good note, from the last time that you joined me, I have lost 5 pounds. So my cooking and my eating healthy is working, and I hope anybody else who is on Weight Watchers or Wellness Wins, as it's called now, okay, or any other diet, okay, is doing well also. And I know we're coming up to Thanksgiving, and that's a challenge for everybody, okay, but slow and steady. A couple of pounds a week or a pound a week is great, and before you know it, you'll be down the weight that you're looking to be down. Same thing with the carrot. We're going to slice the ends off. Okay, and again, as you can see, all of this stuff is really easy and really fast. It doesn't take a lot of time. The worst part, the most time this recipe takes is we're going to put it in the refrigerator overnight so the pickling has time to set. Okay, and by tomorrow we have crispy, delicious goodness that we can snack on and not feel guilty about it all. I wish I was a little faster peeling. Yeah, but we're almost done.
Tell me, what do you think? I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, we'll get this other one out of the way.
Wait here just a second. Take a look. I found it here in the closet, and I think you look really good in it.
say that again, you're dead.
Just kidding, just kidding.
And we're there.
Really, but I apologize. I just couldn't help myself.
And quite frankly, if you really wanted to, you can leave the skin on the carrot. It does contain some good vitamins and nutrients, just like potato skin. Now, let me get rid of these.
Father, sisters, please be safe.
And now we get to play with the mandolin.
There's a never-ending stream of
Okay.
bees coming from
Now, there's another piece of the mandolin. Being these are so big and so long, I'm not going to bother with it, but for safety's sake, the mandolin does have an end piece that you would put on top of your vegetables. Okay, and that's so as you come down here, your fingers don't come close to the blade. So, now why do we use a mandolin? Because it's really hard to get that thin and that wonderful and that uniform every time you slice with a knife. Some people can, I'm not that good. So, but the mandolin makes it really easy, and as you can do, it's really making short work of this radish.
Well, that's quite reassuring. Don't tell me they already know this.
And
Elizabeth, you must
you know, within 2-3 minutes, this whole thing will be sliced. Okay. And just to change things up, let's do one of the carrots.
It's not over, Lord Pickled. Take a look up ahead.
Same thing. You know, and as you can see, same thing. Beautifully thin, beautifully uniform. And it's like having vegetable chips, pickled vegetable chips when you're eating it. You know, and they're cold and they taste great and help me forget about potato chips. Yeah. One of the reasons I got this bit.
Lord Pickled, what happened to your appearance?
Okay, and as we do this, you know, if you would like to, in the comments, maybe suggest some things that you would like to see cooked, I would love to accommodate you and make a video of something that you guys would like. As long as it's dietetic.
What are you doing?
Okay? I'll make you a deal, once I lose 50 pounds, I'll sneak in some non-dietetic stuff that you might enjoy. Maybe something like rice balls, which are also absolutely delicious, but not for me until I get my diabetes under control. Okay, so you get the idea with the mandolin and the slices, and you can see what a nice little pile that we have already. Okay, and now our next step, okay, I'm going to take approximately 4 packages of stevia. And I'm going to take the packages of stevia, I'm going to open them up and just dump them in my clean pickle jar. Okay, because this dish is supposed to be a little sweet. And like I said, normally you would add sugar, but I can't do the sugar. Okay. Then I'm going to add some water. And I'll put about a quarter way up with water. And then I'm going to take some apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to fill this up. Another quarter way of apple cider vinegar. Okay. So we're just going to put some daikon, carrot, daikon, carrot, daikon, carrot, daikon. And that's about it. We're going to fill up the jar, and I'll finish with the mandolin. And once we're done, this is going to go in the refrigerator, okay, and sit overnight. If you excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to take an onion, okay, and I'm going to slice an onion up in this too. Ideally, I would rather do a red onion, but I think we used the last red onion in cooking yesterday, so we're going to have to slum it and use a Vidalia onion. You know, I don't know why I would ever say a Vidalia onion is slumming it, but you know, a Vidalia onion's a little bit sweeter, and the red onion is going to give you a little bit sharper taste, but you know, they're both delicious, and they're both really good for you. Hey everybody, sorry about that. We had a battery issue and I needed to go get another one and charge it. I have ordered new, so this won't happen. I'm kind of new to this, so if you excuse me for that. But this has been sitting in the refrigerator all night, pickling itself. Okay, and as you can see, we have the onions, we have the carrots, we have the daikon in there. I'm going to just take a little piece of daikon here. That is so good. Completely guilt-free snacking, whether you're on Weight Watchers, no points people, or whether you're a diabetic and you just don't need the sugar. I have to apologize, I forgot to tell you, when preparing this, we need to put about a teaspoon of sugar in each jar. I'm sorry, a teaspoon of salt in each jar, just to give it that little bit of extra flavor. If you hate salt, you have a sodium problem, yeah, you can leave it out, but to me, everything's better with at least a little salt in moderation. Anyway, as you can see, really easy to do, ridiculously easy to do, and ridiculously delicious. So give it a shot, and that's it for this issue. Hopefully you join me for the next issue. Thanks.